What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to another episode of Creating a Legacy with FC United Manchester. We have money in the bank still and it's September the 23rd. What's the world coming to? Let's roll the fixtures you missed so far. So the 3-0 victory against Ipswich is followed up with another 3-0 win. 6 goals in 2 games. Have we ever seen that with FC United Manchester? Sheevan scored what I think is his first ever goal for FC United Manchester, so let's all have a party. Jamie Vardy style. Burton picks it up, plays the ball in. Nielsen with the ball bouncing around. Ellison runs in. He's taken no shebang today. Just buries it in the back of the net. 2-0 FC United Manchester. Then as you can see, Chappell picks it up. He plays the long ball in. It's cleared out. Palmerson picks it up. He's looking. He goes long. Nielsen picks it up. Nielsen. Ellison into Burton. Burton's he's looking. Beautiful play by Burton. Just calmly goes back to Sheevan. Makes the run. Takes 2 people with him. Riddle goes into Ellison. Long ball over the top. Nielsen brings it down and buries it. 3-0 FC United Manchester. It appears we are enjoying scoring 3 and conceding. So this game was just one of them games you just want to forget. Unfortunately, we ended up getting absolutely battered by Walsall 3-0. First goal comes here. McCormack tucks it away. Keeper has no chance. Beautiful strike into that top corner. The second goal starts off with a long throw for ourselves, intercepted by them, cleared long, goes up, bouncing around. The counter-attack is definitely on here. Ellison picks up this. In these situations, we should never be ending up conceding a goal, but unfortunately we lose it again. Sloppy play, 3 people around him, he still gets the pass away. Yuland into Lenoff, Kerrigan, back post, tucks it away, McCormack again. And that was that Kerrigan on the wing who just did everything from start to finish there. He was involved. The final goal, long throw in. We header it out, comes to the edge of the box, so Bell picks it up. He goes back to Hackett. Hackett back in the Bell. Comes to Menison. That comes to McCormack. Secures his hat-trick in the 91st minute. This was followed up with a home tie against Shrewsbury. Now these are the games we should be winning. And unfortunately that did not happen today. So Burton goes back to Sheevan. Sheevan goes back to Riddle, who just boots along, just gives it away. Rochford, he goes in, it's cleared back to Johansson. Goes back to King. Goes back to Johansson, and Karen tucks it away in that bottom corner. So, 1-0 down. We then manage to get it back to 1-1. Ellison picks it up. He goes out to Armstrong. Armstrong goes inside to Burton. Burton cuts inside, he's running with it, plays the long ball out to Peake, who manages to get their first ball across. Nielsen with the sliding finish, and that puts it away. His second goal of the season, 1-1. Now, Bram Ellison missed a penalty after that, which was really disappointing, and we end up losing the game with this. We again are in control, again passing the ball, then just give it away. And Crow plays a long ball forward. Rochford, that comes out to Johansson, that's out to Parkinson. Parkinson goes inside the furlong, that's in, and it's tucked away. They win the game 2-1. So we come up against Wimbledon away, so we've travelled down to the capital and concede from a set piece. A bullet header from John Martin. Fantastic goal, 1-0 down. Really disappointing. It took us till the 85th minute to get ourselves back into it, and it comes from AFC Wimbledon attacking. So as you can see, ball comes across, Botan clears it, comes back into Reese though. Reese takes his time, plays the long ball forward in the end, and it drops for Nielsen, who takes a touch, runs with it, and tucks it away in the bottom corner. AFC Wimbledon 1, FC United Manchester 1. So guys, as you see, we've been in a really poor run of form. We managed to get a draw in the last game, coming up against Luton now. Hopefully we can continue and put a little run together. We're sitting in 11th. And what's really disappointing is the players have come in and said they're really disappointed with the performance of the team so far this season. Maybe start winning games then. We've obviously changed the tactic up and we are going to be sticking with it for now. Trying to be more attacking as a team, trying to be more forward thinking all together as a club instead of always sitting back and letting the opposition come to us. So I do have confidence I can turn this round with this tactic. If not, we might end up going back to 5-5, but really don't want to be doing that. So the lineup we're going to be going with today is Reece in goal, Sheevin, Riddle, Boateng, Palmerson and Reid. Then Ellison in the middle, Simpson, Burton, Waiters and Nielsen up top. And we have on the bench, we have Pedro is fit again, Armstrong, Dodd, Johnson, Monroe, Diallo and Jack Anik. So let's get into today's game. Nothing much more to show you in terms of checking all the squad performances. Better off doing that a bit further into the season. Make sure everything's all set up. Yes, it is. So I'm hoping we can turn Luton over here. We're going to definitely try to focus on making sure we can do that. Burton to Reid. That's into Ellison. He goes up to Billy Waders, and the highlights cut. It was so good they didn't want to see any more. Let's just get these open so we can see stats of the games. Long ball up. Riddle. Oh, they've ended up in the post. I don't know if it was us that actually hit the post. Not too sure there. Right, Hook goes to Howells. Palmerson to Billy Waiters. Billy Waiters goes past a man. Come on. Long ball in. Oh, if we conceded that, I would have gone insane. One of them things which seems to happen a lot in Football Manager, which just drives you mental, is that type of long back post cross which ends up going in the back of the net. If that was against us, it probably would have gone in. But because it was us doing it, it ended up just hitting the post. Marin running forward, he plays inside. Sliding tackle by us ends up setting them up, and that is the situation we have at the minute. Nothing goes our way. So we're losing and we're down to 15th if this continues, which would be just not acceptable in the slightest, guys. Right, ball in. Riddle, 1-1. Great comeback. Quick comeback. Concede. Get back in as quick as we can. Come on. That's 1-1. Quinn to Salt, long ball forward. Riddle clears it though. That comes to Waiters. Billy Waiters is running with it. He plays it inside to Ellison. First time to Burton. That goes back to Reid. Reid spreads it to Sheevin. Sheevin getting down the wing, and all of that to just cut as he's about to cross the ball. I'd have rather seen it, even if it didn't end up with anything. So we're on the hour. Come on, guys. Come on, we really do need to get a result here. I'm going to bring on Armstrong, who's hopefully is going to slowly become more and more of an influence in the squad as a whole. So that's Blake. That goes back to Salt. Bambuck. Howells. King. Spreads it wide. Lindquist. Back post ball. Always a goal. No matter what you do, all you have to do is float one into the back post and it's going to go in. In the most annoying situation ever. The worst Football Manager I've ever played for that. Back post cross is just far too successful. Far too successful. Armstrong to Ellison to Billy Waiters. Spreads it to Palmerson. Why you would go for it from there is beyond me. Riddle to Boateng. Back to Riddle. Spreads it out wide to Armstrong. That's into Pedro. Pedro goes to Armstrong. To Ellison. That's to Nielsen. Spreads it to Billy Waiters. Come on. Billy Waiters. Ball in. Cleared. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen goes back to Billy Waiters. Ball. Palmerson. No freaking idea what that was. No idea what that was supposed to be. And that's over. We've lost the game 2-1 to Luton away from home. And we are in a dire situation. We are in a very, very bad situation here, guys. I think we need to change tactic. I honestly think we need to we need to be going back to 5-5. I just don't think the team has the ability or the confidence at the minute to go such an attacking tactic. I think it's going to end up costing us position and me my job. After this long at the club, this type of run could end up costing me my job. So really, really poor situation to be in. But I want to thank you for watching, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for more Creating a Legacy as we continue the struggles at the minute with FC United Manchester. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.